With the Woodlands being ranked one of the top communities to live in the nation, I often get the question, what does the Woodlands have to offer that's different than some surrounding communities or, Katy, Sugar Land, or even down in Houston? Well, a lot of times it depends on the amenities that our community provides right here in the Woodlands. On today's video, I'm gonna answer your questions. We're gonna do a deep dive into the different amenities, the different styles of amenities, talk about pools, parks, recreation facilities on today's video, giving you the insight at what makes this awesome community extra special. Be sure to stick around so you learn everything you need to know about the Woodlands, Texas. First, right where we started this video is gonna be one of the most notable amenities right here in the Woodlands, and it's the town center Waterway area. Now, you might be able to see it right behind me, but there's actually a swan boat here right on the Waterway. People hike and bike and they run and walk and push strollers right here on the Waterway. Super safe place, but you can actually rent the swan boats. You can rent kayaks, you can do stand-up paddleboarding right here on the Waterway. It's a good spot whenever you come and visit and do your discovery trip to stay at the Marriott or the Westin, grab your cup of coffee and come out here in the morning to just get a feel of what life is like right here in the Woodlands. Now, around the Waterway area, like we said, town center, it's where you're gonna find the other amenities like some commercial, so maybe short commute for your work. Most notably, we're gonna see the Woodlands Mall and Market Street. This is where we're gonna find our fine dining and fine shopping. There's, a variety of options. Doesn't all have to be super high-end shopping, although a lot of it is really nice stores. It's actually one of the best places to shop that's outside of downtown Houston and even the Galleria right here. So it's a big attraction for people whenever they come to visit. So if you're coming to visit, be sure to check this area out. Right around here additionally is going to be another huge feature, which is the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. Now, this is actually the nation's second largest amphitheater, and it attracts tons of headlining artists, right? You've got pit seating, you've got main seating, there's VIP seating, but what it is known for too, and what you're gonna see in some of these B-roll clips, is actually the lawn seating. So it is big enough for huge crowds. The tickets are actually surprisingly affordable. You can rent chairs, there's great food and drink options there too. My wife and I personally love to park, walk along the Waterway, get our tickets and go directly to the pavilion. Now, some of them sell out. So, these are big headlining artists, but they also utilize this amenity for other smaller things like high school graduation parties and, Christmas ballet plays and smaller symphonies, if you will. But it's a really unique feature. And again, it just draws a lot of people right here to the Woodlands. Now, let's talk about the parks and the swimming pools. The Woodlands has over 130 parks and over 220 miles of hike, bike, and walking trails that will connect you to the neighborhoods, to the shopping centers, and to those parks. Parks I kind of break into really three categories. We have the local neighborhood park, which may just be a pond with a bench and a table. Then you have one level above that, which is gonna have your play set and maybe a small pavilion. And then at the very top, we've got a destination park. That's gonna be things like North Shore Park, Terramont Park, Shadowbend Park. And often at those parks, the bigger destination ones, you're gonna see things like basketball courts, those play sets, tennis courts, pickleball courts in some cases, even in some cases, little running trails and running loops that you can do. But most notably, it's gonna be the destination pools that you're gonna find. And again, there's different rankings and on size to these pools. Some can just be a splash pad with a lap pool. Others might be like the Rob Fleming Aquatic Center is gonna have everything you can imagine. Lap pool, splash pads, a whole, bucket that dumps water on kids, slides. And it's gonna feel more like a true water park, like a summer destination for you and your kids. But you do have quite the option there, right? So there's over 9 of these neighborhood swimming pools spread throughout the Woodlands. Additionally, too, if you're a gym member, right, if you don't want to do the local, more public option of the swimming pools, there are private, gyms like Villa Sport and the new Lifetime Fitness that we have that also, through memberships allow you to access their pool and their amenities and their gyms and things like that, right? It is important for me to mention that the Woodlands pools you do have to pay to go. There's a summer, pool pass that you get. It's really affordable. There's a non-residence and a residence price. Again, either way, it's gonna be very affordable for you. So really, no matter where you are or what village you're in, there's gonna be some form of park and recreation around you. Whether it's small, medium, large, or a destination park, it's gonna be within minutes of your home, an easy bike ride away. Whether you're ready to move to the Woodlands or still on the fence, our goal with making these videos is to be your real estate resource of choice. I want to be your real estate agent whenever you move right here to the Woodlands, Texas. My name is Chase with the Giles real estate team. I'm the team leader. I've lived in the Woodlands for basically my whole life. I live here now, I grew up here, and I went to high school here. I know this community like the back of my hand, and it's my goal to make your move right here as smooth as possible. If that's you, and if you're thinking about moving here, reach out down below. On the screen is gonna be a QR code that'll take you to one of our landing pages where you can fill out a little form and we can learn a little bit more about you. Additionally, down below in our comment section will be that same link too. No pressure at all, but we'd love to get to know you and help you with your move right here to the Woodlands, Texas. Now, let's jump back into the video where we can learn about all the awesome amenities. For all the activities in the Woodlands, I actually need to take a break because it's a long list and you're gonna feel out of breath after we talk about all these things. The Woodlands is a very fit and active community. We're home to the Texas Ironman. We've got the Woodlands Marathon, there's multiple 5Ks. The community is kind of built around, honestly, fitness and activities. We've got the hike, bike, and walking trails that we always talk about, and that invites a more fit, active lifestyle with where families get to interact with one another. There's also really great options for our conference center. So we're bringing in a traction of commercial enterprises here that get to utilize the awesome amenities and facilities that our community has. Some other events that happen every year are gonna be the Woodlands Waterway Art Festival. We just had a margarita festival not too long ago. There's a wine and cheese festival in Market Street. There's also music festivals, things like that, that go on, live music, not only at the pavilion, but in Market Street and at some of the other public venues that are around our community. Throughout the year, there are community-wide events that take place. We have a kind of Christmas time, holiday time festival called the Lighting of the Doves, and there's the lighting of the Christmas tree that's in the center of Market Street. There's also the 4th of July festival, so they launch fireworks off over Lake Woodlands, and there's different destinations for you to be able to watch that at. During the summer, the Woodlands Township kind of Parks and Recreation Department will actually put on summer camps for kids. They have, camps for tennis for children too. So no matter where you are looking or whatever village you're living in, you can actually, research and access all of those perks and amenities that are right here in the community and are, there's whole departments that are dedicated to increase the quality of life of you and your family. It's a very special thing. It's a really important thing, I think, and something that makes the Woodlands a desirable place to live. Here's a perk about the Woodlands that nobody really talks about, but it's one of my favorite features, and it's ample parking. We have these shopping centers, we have these community centers and village centers where you're gonna be going to, get your groceries, get your dry cleaning, go to restaurants. And what is an awesome amenity that you don't see down in Houston or some other areas is the ample amount of parking. You may have to park at the end of the row whenever it's a Sunday afternoon going to H-E-B or something, but there's plenty of parking kind of all day long in these areas. If you're gonna be going to a movie or a park or even out to eat, there's big enough parking lots for you and your family to be able to park comfortably and go inside and enjoy those amenities. That's something I love about the Woodlands. And to further that, we did talk about those community centers, right? Sterling Ridge Shopping Center, Cochran's Crossing Shopping Center. The ability to be able to have easy access to the grocery store and to your day-to-day items is really nice. You don't have to go further than 10 minutes away from your home in some cases to actually get what you need on a day-to-day basis. I love it. It makes life super convenient, and if I forget something for a recipe at home, I can go grab it real fast. It's easy to talk about the amenities and even show you on the screen, but really you need to come visit the Woodlands to touch and feel what an awesome lifestyle this community is. If you're thinking about visiting, again, just reach out to me. I can help you plan your trip, tell you where you should stay, and restaurants that you should eat at, and definitely things to see. And we can meet in person instead of just virtually here. Thanks so much for your time. Comment what amenities you love if you live in the Woodlands, or what things you'd like the Woodlands to have, and maybe we can make a whole video about it. Thanks so much for your time, and we'll see you on the next video.